Earlier this week, dozens of people locked arms around two historic cemeteries in Lake Worth Beach. The group calling on city leaders to add fencing around the historic sites. Tonight, city commissioners addressed the budget, passing a new version for next year. And as WPTV's Joe Lopez reports, it does not include the upgrades those protesters were hoping for.
It turns out the cemetery fence was not included into the budget, but the city says there may be other ways to get the project funded.
Rest in peace.
Days after forming a human chain asking for a fence around two historic Lake Worth Beach cemeteries.
You know, many of them have mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers buried there.
The same advocates showed up to the City of Lake Worth Beach Commission meeting.
They've been waiting. They've been asking. They've been patient.
Only to hear the City Commission pass a nearly $203 million operating and capital improvement budget that did not include the fencing.
Why are we doing this to the people who live there? And aren't they a priority? And as many people who showed up for the human fence, that should have sent a message to the city that this is their priority as well.
Lake Worth Beach Mayor Betty Resch saying she's in support of the fencing, promising to find the money to fund the project.
This is obviously a very important, very emotional issue for the community, and after everything that community went through all over these years, they deserve a little respect.
The fencing expected to cost around $575,000, but Commissioner Ronaldo Diaz says the fencing may not be the solution to the vandalism.
There's something else that needs to happen with it, and that's enforcement. Presence of law enforcement and things like that, that if we do have those issues, maybe there's another way that we could resolve it without this added expense.
Commissioners are hoping to host a workshop for the fencing in the coming months, leaving residents uncertain.
Because we have a tendency in Lake Worth to push the can down the road. And eventually, the can is just lost.
It's important to note that commissioners said they are in favor of the fencing and are even looking into a possible mausoleum to help with the limited space at the cemeteries. Reporting in Lake Worth Beach, Joe Lopez, WPTV, News Channel 5.